next person I've got on my little list is Tim Akers, the grassroots organiser for the Taxpayers Alliance. You all know him because you've just been listening to him in the main auditorium. So, Tim, would you like to take the floor for a moment and give us your views on this motion?
I'm for the motion because of what it's against. I'll explain by trying to fit in a 300-page book called Anarchy, State and Utopia into this one argument. The enemies of the antithesis of libertarianism is complete restrictions on all freedom. This is why. Let's say, for instance, that me, Christopher, and Sam are in a perfect socialist world. Now, we all work in the factory and we all get paid £1 a day. But when we're not at work and on our time, Christopher, you play basketball and you play basketball brilliantly. And he says to people, well, if you like basketball, you can come and see me play, but it'll cost you 50p. So Sam goes to see you play basketball and I don't. Now, at the end of that, Sam's got 50p, you've got £1.50, and I've still got £1. Now, even if you have the most well-devised socialist plan so that we're all equal, all financially equal, even if you use your voluntary activity to enterprise, to do something of your own free will, you disrupt the socialist plan. And that the government shouldn't have the power to do that, because it stops our voluntary acts. It will have to control every single act if it's to enforce and uphold its plan for universal equality. It's in the book. It's called the Wilt Chamberlain argument, and it's there because it's a good example of why freedom is entrepreneurial activity, and that the government will have to restrict every single act that we do if it wants to uphold an equal society, as the Tony Benns and the Michael Foots of this world would have us live under. Also, is that would you want to keep giving money to somebody who squanders it, who wastes it, and then comes back asking you for more? There's a lot of things the government does that it does wrong, and there's a lot of things the government does that it shouldn't do. And I think that, do we need street football coordinators in our councils? You don't need a local government officer to set up jumpers for goalposts, do you? I mean, the health and safety lunatic at Barking Council who says you can't swim lanes, you haven't got to swim widths. I mean, this is government taking more and more money and just frittering it away. I was speaking to a chap, I don't know whether he's in here, who said there should be a maximum amount of tax that we pay in our lifetime. And I actually think if we adopt the government's allowance and say, this is what you get. If you want to pay teachers with it, fine. But if you come to us and say, we need more money for doctors, nurses and teachers, and yet you're running up bills for equality and human rights directors in your councils and street football coordinators, and you're giving them gold-plated pensions and you're giving them a 30-hour working week, don't come and ask us for more. You're to blame. And so I think that we should adopt the government's allowance and actually let it live within its means. We should have a government that does what it does and does it well, but also a government that we can afford. Thanks.